Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines. In a world where news flies around every minute, you need the ability to relate and connect with what matters and stay up to date. Schengen Story Media News Echoes program is Africans in Diaspora and at Home's leading English news network, one of the most trusted, respected sources for news updates on current affairs as they affect global Africa.
Hello, viewers around the world. You are welcome. Another day, another week, another month. You're welcome to SSM Between the Lines. Between the Lines is the week starter news update from SSM Schengen Story Media. And I'm here in the Milan studio. It's evening, Milan. Joining me from the corner is our man, Dr. Femi Obaka. Dr. Femi, how are you?
Hello, good evening, Mark. How are you? And good evening, Nigerians and world citizens all over the world. Good evening and welcome to the program tonight.
Good evening. Well, so it's evening there with you too.
Yeah, it is evening. Yeah, it's evening.
Okay, okay. So we're here, viewers. We're here. It's a lot. It's a lot, big man. A lot. Yes. So many updates. Well, let's quickly look at some of the things that transpired today. Not all too good, but what can we do? So before we go on, do you have any news update from the UK about your Prime Minister and the situation he's caught up in, the one of Middleton and the Epstein file, all of that? I mean, there's agitation that he should resign. Is that still the talk there?
The Epstein file is really biting into this government, and it's been discovered that a couple of other issues of state were discussed on the files. The extent to which been discussed is going to be discussed. Is going to be there's an agitation for an investigation committee to be set up by the House to find out how the extent to which, and even the police have been invited. The minister's house has been searched, and houses have been searched, and the investigation is ongoing. You know, the British, when they want to investigate, and they go all the way. So they are about going about the investigation, but they have been caused by the minister. But only they have been caused by most of the opposition for the Prime Minister to step down. The only major person that has been that's called from the Labour Party is the leader of the SNP of the Scottish Parliament, who is also a Labour man. That's asked the Prime Minister to step down. Besides that,
what do you think will happen? Will the Prime Minister step down? Will he?
I don't think so. I don't think so, because some of his aides are already gone, who said they were the one that actually had that information. They didn't pass it properly to the Prime Minister. They've gone. Those his personal aides have gone, and they also promised that the protocol for nominations will be more stricter than they have now. So they promised that. I don't think it's enough to pull the Prime Minister down. Prime Minister, it's not enough.
It's not enough. All right, viewers, you're tuned in. Those joining us, this is it. Beautiful Monday starter event. Today, the 16th of February, 2026, and we're here in the studio. Doctor, let's move on to more critical issues. Dr. Femi, you know that we want to spread good news. Good news is what matters. I mean, the world is full of sad news already. But when we sniff around, we look when we're looking at, we don't see much of those news coming out mainly from Nigeria. Rather, it's still more sad news. We must be honest with ourselves. So anyway, terrorists massacred more people in Niger State. 32 farmers were adopted, and their things were burnt, their houses, everything. These people are wreaking us havoc. That's in a town called Bogu town in
Bogu
town, Bogu, good. Bogu town, Niger State. Niger State is, for those that don't know, that's like central part of Nigeria. Now, we've been having attacks there, incessant, gruesome attacks. This time, 32. And farmers, for that matter. And these are some of the regions where we depend for food production. So when we have this happening, it really renders everything. I mean, it's sad. So they say no fewer than 2 farmers were feared dead. This happened on Saturday, and some resident told the journalists that 6 people were killed at that point in time. Then the rest were dead also. And later they said they had shooting everywhere, and that thereby another 26 set of people were killed. I know you will say the Nigerian army is making efforts, but what will you say about this one now?
Don't say I will say Nigerian army is making effort, because
yes,
listen, we're having pockets of attacks, and villagers are killed because these people are targeting their target. I said it before. It's all about soft targets. They look for where, when the soldiers cleared this a particular area, and this seems to be a little bit kind of respite, they go over there through the back, go and attack these villages. This is what they are all about: to let blood, to destroy, and to kill. So that's what they are all after, and they do soft targets. Hardly can you find them. They had one face-to-face encounter with the Nigerian army or the military. The Americans are on the ground, and this is still happening. So it shows that they are not fighting. They are not fighting. They are targeting. So their target is soft targets and all this stuff. Also, I'm not saying that's the case. We also have some cases where they are traditional enemies within the communities, which the enemies will go after some people from another community. But we all see it as a bandit or terrorist attack. It's because human beings are killed, it's still a terrorist attack. But the thing is, this thing had gone on for many decades. It will take some time, but it's just that it is sad that Nigerians are dying.
Sad that Nigerians are dying. And there's a young American guy that is in Nigeria presently, visiting those very deadly battleground, deadly places they've done this havoc. And he's telling us that it's real. He's saying this, he's giving up this information. Some people might not agree with him, but he's doing this discovery. He's seeing that they are really targeting not only Christians, like you said, Muslims, farmers, everybody. And there's a motive behind it. It's not just an ordinary thing. It's well planned, arranged. Now, what could this end motive be? Some people say it is taking people's territory, taking over land, people's villages, and all that. But is that truly what you think, Femi? Is that what it is? Are they coming to take people's territory, people's ancestral land?
I don't. Yes or no? Yeah, taking land, yes. Wiping ancestral history away, yes. But I think also We also put in perspective, elections are here. Whenever there's election cycle very close, insurgency starts because people must have something to campaign with. One. Secondly, people must have something to work with when they are attacking the incumbent. When the shoes was on the other side, it was happening. And people say, oh, it was this party that brought this. It's not about party that brought this. Some people who are just with evil motive see this opportunity, and sometimes when they are funded to do this, they go all out to do this havoc. This is happening more than twice in an election cycle. The Americans are here. I keep you saying, Americans are here with all their technology and their power. Their boots are on the ground. This is still happening. And just to see there is something fundamental about those areas, and it is just not beyond. It's just beyond Christian. I think for once you guys are beginning to see, and the Americans, excuse me, who are journalists are beginning to say it. This is not about Christian-Muslim crisis. It's about killing Nigeria. I kept on saying that. It's about killing innocent Nigerians. You have to get away from these rhetorics and try to play politics with it. Oh, Christians are being killed. It's not about Christians being killed. Nigerians are being killed. I don't care what religion they believe in. They belong to.
Nigerians are being killed. Viewers, this is what we're discussing. Nigerians are being killed. They are being massacred like chicken. Last time it was in Benue, 13 people killed. They adopted a Catholic priest. This time it's in Niger State. The other time also we had the Kiyama born in Kaduna. Was that Kaduna? Then also we had that very, very horrific one that wiped away, almost took away a town, a whole town. So this is it. It's not pleasant at all. George is trying to join us. I think the network, the device is not connected yet. Femi, Dr. Femi, let's also talk about something. What about we not putting any word? I like the word Nigerians are being killed. You know, what about we're not putting any tag to this? We're just going out. America can't help us. It's obvious now that they can't, even when their boots are on ground. So what about we raising up more, like Tinubu started saying lately, more of these local vigilantes, arming them with arms, letting them do the job, because the vigilante of a particular community understands that community. They understand the terrain and, you know, all around. So what about us looking more into that aspect, and instead of waiting for the Americans that is not working now?
Yeah, I said it before. When people were shouting about the Americans are coming, I said this several times. The Americans will not solve our problem. Americans could not solve, we could not get into the hinterlands in Vietnam. They couldn't conquer Afghanistan. There's no way they're going to come in here. They are not ghosts. They are human beings. They were not likely successful if there is no community support. Community support is there. Security is local. Until we begin to see security as local, and there's something major that we're skipping here, and that is local government autonomy. Local government autonomy will help a lot. Most of these local governments, especially in the north, they are far away from the locality. The local people are far away from power, from government. So they can easily get into this community, do any havoc, and disappear. But the thing is that if there is development within those local governments, they will be able to fund their own security, do their own, support the local vigilantes and all this stuff. This is our problem. We are funding local vigilantes for this, and then we begin to secure those land. Except we begin to bring government to the grassroots. We see joking.
Dr. Femi, so that our man doesn't think we're not seeing him. Big George,
hey,
can you hear
George?
us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can, sir.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've been
You're
listening to your discussions.
Okay.
And I think it's about time for us to get serious. You see, because listening to people pontificate about this particular situation that's been aching us for many, many years, and then giving excuses, politicizing it, tribalizing it, is no longer the case. There is no way. The government is incapable of doing anything for us. The military is incapable of doing anything to solve this problem. The only way this problem will be solved is to allow a country like United States to come. Let them take their time, study the terrain, know exactly what to do, and go and deal with this situation from the roots. Because part of the problem we have is there is a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise these people from the central part of Nigeria, and they have been doing it. Okay, you go and kill them. Why are you burning their houses? If there is no deliberate plan to make sure that these people don't come back to their homes again, it's no longer about money. It's about taking their land. And we know that this is a deliberate plan. So what we are saying is this: let's allow America, because one of the major problems we have locally is because of sympathizers. Most of the people, they don't think like we think. And the truth about it is this: when we start telling each other the truth, then we will understand that this problem can now be solved. All these excuses we've been given is almost like lame excuses, saying that the terrorists, they are greater than the whole military that we have. They are greater than everybody else, every security agency in Nigeria. Let me tell you something. Until we tell each other the truth, Dr. Femi is talking about, it's always, there is always insurgencies during political campaign or whatever the case might be. Do you want me to give you statistical data of how many people that have been killed before this time? Or monthly statistics or yearly statistics, without politics being in the scene? This is something that is being done to make sure that these people do not stay in their land. Let's tell each other the truth, for goodness sake. Nigerian military cannot fight these people because there are so many sympathizers. There are many more in them. Let's bring foreigners.
Okay.
If I tell you what, you remember the Russian group that was in other countries? You remember the Russian group under, what's his name? What's his name again?
Wagner.
Huh?
The Wagner.
Bring
group.
Wagner people over there. There are no sympathizers. You will watch and see how they will eliminate these people in a few months. Guaranteed.
Let's have you in your views. Americans are in Nigeria, George.
They're not there to fight. They're there to supply intelligence. They're not there to fight.
So now, what's the difference between supplying intelligence and taking over the situation? Because
American intelligence has been helping us for so long. American intelligence will bring information to the security system in Nigeria, and the moles in there will tell these people what is going on. Let me tell you something. Until we face the truth, this situation will continue like a blind horse run around the mountain, motion with no progress. The only way we can solve it is, first and foremost, start telling each other the truth. The reason why the Muslims or the northern Muslims want to take over that middle belt area is simply because many Christians in there. Why are they burning their houses, for goodness sake? History will tell us exactly the truth. We have data to show that this is what they are doing. It's deliberate, it's intentional, and they want to move these people. The people that have been in ID camp for how many years, have they returned back to their houses?
Okay, all right.
Can't you see the strategy there? Doesn't it make any sense to any intelligent individual?
I beg to disagree with you.
You can disagree all you want to, but the truth will shine you in your face. You're trying to politicize. You are trying to politicize this. It is no longer politics.
It is not about
politics. Human life.
Your truth
human life is on the line. Human life is on the line. Stop pontificating over tribalizing and
it is not tribalizing anything.
Yes, you are.
Your
Yes,
truth
you
is
are,
based
Dr.
on
Femi.
emotion. Your
No,
truth is based
this
on
is
emotions
reality.
and sentiment. I will
No,
give you record and statistics of countries that Americans
forget
have
about
gone
other
there.
countries. Deal
I
with
have
Nigeria.
failed.
Deal
Don't
with
say that.
Nigeria.
You
Deal
cannot
with
tell
Nigeria.
you cannot tell a
You
foreign
can't
country
compare any other
soldiers of
country to our country
you
because of
cannot.
the
It is
dynamics of our country. Don't do
look.
that. That's a lame
Insecurity is
excuse.
local. Let me tell you, you are too emotional about this
I'm
matter,
not too
and
emotional.
you are not.
People are dying daily, and you're here
It is they are.
pontificating, political, and Islamizing
It
the
is
whole
not
entire thing. It
political.
is
It
not
is
going to
not
work, Dr.
political.
Femi.
It is
Let's
not.
start. You are the
Can I
ones.
speak?
It's your type that
All
is,
right.
fueling these people and
George,
encouraging them to
let
continue.
George,
When you
let
tell
Femi
the
speak.
truth,
Let's
then things will happen. Seriously. Let's stop maligning and trying to, massage
It is not
egotistical
massaging anything.
conversation.
You are talking with emotions, and emotions does
People
not
are
do
dying. Should I
security.
not be emotional when people are
Emotion
dying?
does not do security. What I've said is the
People
same.
are dying,
Can
Dr.
I speak?
Femi.
Can I speak?
Look at them.
Let him
People
speak.
are
Let him
dying.
speak.
They didn't go to school. They didn't go to school. When they have off age to use their intelligence, they cannot do anything.
We are
This is
talking
what they
about
are doing.
security. We are talking about emotions. We are talking about security. We are talking about emotions.
No,
Now
I'm not talking about emotions.
listen
People
to
are
me.
dying daily, and we're here
Can
pontificating
you
away the whole
listen to
thing.
me, Sir George? Can you listen to me?
I am listening, sir.
Can you listen to me?
Yes,
Because
I am.
what you have just done, you are talking for emotions. I understand your emotion. We are talking about security. You are emotional here.
No,
yes,
I'm not emotional. I'm telling you.
Can I speak?
Go ahead.
I don't want us to do a shouting match.
No, go ahead.
I don't want to do it. I don't want us to do a shouting match.
Go ahead, Dr. Femi.
Yes. What I've said is this. No, I said Americans should come. Americans should come. Americans are not God. Anywhere, go and look at the psychological research on it. Local, what's called security is local. Americans have boots on the ground for many years in Afghanistan. They failed because the local community was not supportive of what they were doing. They were in Vietnam for many years. They lost. They killed American soldiers because the terrain belongs to a locality, and they were doing it, and they failed. What I've said is this: Americans will work with the locality. What you are doing is you are rubbishing the Nigerian army, making them lose useless. That is not going to work. When the Americans clear a particular place and they leave, then they move. Nigeria is so vast. When they move forward, these people will come from the back and start attacking the local community. That's what they're doing. What
when you eliminate all of them, believe me, they will not continue.
They include the local community in the intelligence and the military and the security. When they leave, those local community will take over those community, begin to secure those areas. That is what I'm talking about. Okay, Americans should come. Americans are not God. Americans too have insecurity problem. There are challenges in America. There are challenges where they go. They went to Afghanistan, they mess up the place. They went to Libya, they mess up the place. They went to Vietnam, they mess up the place. We ask them to come to Nigeria and come and mess us up. What are you talking about?
Okay, when you finish,
they're going to mess up.
American military intelligence is far better and far superior to your own local security. It will not work
when you don't involve the locality.
It will not work. I listen to you. So listen to yourself and then allow me to speak. Number one is this. American intelligence has been supplying us with information concerning this, and the local sympathizers. Can you allow me to speak?
Recently.
Wait a minute now. You told me to be quiet, and I am. Can you be quiet for a minute? Can you?
That's what you were doing to me as well.
No. I said, okay, I agreed. So now I say to you, American intelligence has been supplying us information for the longest. But what happened when that information is passing from the top? Look at. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Listen to this. Listen to this. Because you're not in the tunnel. I'm there, and I know, and I was there during the secret information sessions when we had in Nigeria during the political era. So let me tell you something that is going on here. American intelligence can supply us information. They can give us strategies. That because of that sovereignty that we are crying about, They're not bringing any military into the country. And therefore, what is going to happen is all of a sudden, you're beginning to see a little patches of information about the sympathizers and about some of the things that are going on. So we need to be actually allowing these people. All we need to do is to find out these moles we have in our communities that are supplying that information to them. Because think about it, how are they being able to be in the forest and get enough internet and all the tools that they need to do the atrocities, and yet on top of that, they cannot be captured because we are talking about, we cannot. How are they able to kill these people, put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok, being in the bushes now, and yet we're not able to, be able to find out where they are. Some games are being played.
Some games
Let's admit it. Right. Some games are being played.
Let's move on, viewers. But the sad news today is on Saturday there was a massacre.
Massacre again. Can I suggest something? Can I suggest something? The reason why we have not taken this as serious as we're supposed to is because none of these leaders have had their loved ones killed. Watch and see, anytime one of them will lose a loved one because of this insurgency, you will see the deliberate, intentional surge of attack against these people, and you will see that we can defeat them. That's the only reason. Because when you're carrying somebody else's corpse, it's like you're carrying a wood. And that's the reason why the government is, we're doing the best we can. Your best is not good enough. I'm sorry. The government, the military, all of you, your best is not good enough. And it's intolerable for us to be dealing with this. And these people are being massacred every single week. And we're just here pontificating over nonsense. I don't want to hear that. Go after them and kill them.
All right.
They're killing people.
Strong words coming from George there.
But it's true. It is true.
It's sad. It's sad.
Very sad. There are no excuses anymore. And all the excuses we're giving is lame excuses. Lame excuses. How is it that? Another question is this. How come most of these people that are kidnapped are being brought back? Not a single one of them are captured. Not a single one of them. We don't see any capturing. The hundred and something people will come back and no money was exchanged. Is that right? And then they will come back and then no capture, nothing. Who is fooling who? In what country?
All right,
Nigeria? Come on.
Let's take a break.
Mark, let me just make a statement. What I'm talking about is not what Sir George is talking about. You are, as I said, you are being emotional. I am talking about reality and way forward. Way forward is this: Nigerian local intelligence needs to be tapped into, merged with American intelligence to solve security problem in Nigeria. Oh, you are talking about somebody, why, how come? I'm not talking about how come. I'm not interested in how come. I'm interested, what is the way forward? My own is, what is the way forward? I just said the way forward now. The way forward is this. There is no way you are going to solve this kind of problem if you don't involve the local intelligence. When you clear a particular part, if you don't involve the local intelligence, what you find is that they will come back through the back and start killing these people that you have cleared. And that's what is happening. They were in some particular region. When they killed them, when they took them out from those areas, they're going to places that were not before. That is to say that the local intelligence is not in synergy with the military and the American intelligence. What we do is this: if there has been local intelligence and also enough funding at local level, those people that have been killed, those villages will have been armed, prepared properly to defend themselves and to protect their society. The army does not need to be in every village in Nigeria. All the people need to do is that if you bring the Americans will not be living in those villages forever. They will clear them, go away. They will come again through the back and come those places. So that's what I'm talking about. All this we are talking about, as I said, you are being emotional, but you are not giving what's called way forward. We say Americans should come. If Americans come, they clear them and they go away. The other group will form up because we have not provided enough intelligence on the background for it. That's what I'm talking about.
Dr.
All right,
Femi,
gentlemen, let's take a chill break and come back. Yes, I understand how you all feel about this. Let's take a small break. We'll be back. So, viewers, this is it. Between the Lines today, the 16th of February, 2026. We see you on the other side. Thank you.
Elevate your new week, fuel your success. SSM invites you to kickstart each weekday with our news update Between the Lines, featuring the week's top news and analysis and the most attention-grabbing lines, deciphering world events. Hook up to SSM Monday program Between the Lines.
To know ADC, you see a handshake, a symbol that stands for belief, passion, ideas and creativity, service with integrity, confidence and commitment. We are the definition of democracy, your party, for you and by you. Every life is important.
If you want the future of Nigeria to be better for you, not for me. Not for me at all, for your generation. Anybody in Nigeria today who is affected by the rottenness of the government, by the unpalatable situation of the poor man in every application, no light, no water, roads are bad, education bad, health bad. We make sure that the Obi is turned to power. Any other thing, you are in a mess.
All right, gentlemen, we're back. Dr. Olufemi from London, Sir George from Toronto, Canada, you're welcome. So, yes, the discussion continues. Viewers, it's also important we state that all we say here are personal views. Also, when we give the news update, the other thing we'll do is we put our opinion into that news update. DSS has been after El-Rufai, former governor. El-Rufai has a lot of case to answer, a lot of issues between the DSS and the man El-Rufai. There is a talk of him, an alleged phone tapping on the NSA Rebadu's phone. Also, El-Rufai is also accusing the federal government of shipping in poisonous materials. So these two issues are burning now. We don't know the fate of El-Rufai as it is now. Big man, Dr. Olufemi, El-Rufai and EFCC, what's your update on all of this?
Malam El-Rufai suffered from diarrhea of the mouth on national television. And so when he's going to the toilet, nobody should be in awe of what he's done. So on national television, he opened his mouth and confessed that they he and his cohort tapped the phone of the National Security Advisor of Federal Republic of Nigeria. He should be in jail. He should be in jail. Because that's a criminal offense. He confessed to a criminal offense on national television. That is not politics. That is nothing but a criminal activity. Like saying, I'm one of the people that assassinated Murtala Mohammed. I am confessed on national television. And he said, because I'm in opposition, nobody should touch me. So, and Malam El-Rufai has also said, he has also accused Malam El-Rufai, Nur Rubadu of importing poisonous substance. The spokesman for the DSS had come out to say that he should provide the evidence of that, and he's been invited by DSS as well to bring the evidence forth. As per the issue of the harassment at the airport by EFCC, he's also been invited. I think he is billed to go there today. I don't know the latest whether he's been there. So yes, the officer is going there today. I think he's
gone. He went there. A whole battalion of security guard and his people, you know.
Yeah.
So
if he goes there with 1 million people, he has a case to answer from Kaduna State government. Kaduna State House of Assembly already put his case ahead forward because of that, because they said he took about $350 million and they didn't see where the money went to in their system. So they've been asking about that for a while. So now, if they bring that forth, that is between him, EFCC, and Kaduna State government. They should sort themselves out. Like Dele Fatoni said, don't fight on their. We shouldn't fight on their behalf. That's Kaduna State government. But as for him doing a mouth diarrhea on national television, he will go to toilet.
Okay. He will go to charges. George.
Yes.
But El-Rufai is also telling us something very serious. He's accusing the ONSA, National Security Nuru's office, of procuring, he called it odorless poisonous substances. Now, these are very serious talk. George, tell us, what do you know about all of this?
Well, you see, I mean, El-Rufai has not done himself any justice because of his past, the way he conducted himself in the past and openly lie, you know, and all that kind of stuff, like what, you know, this Dr. Femi was saying, you know, him coming out and openly saying that they actually interfered with you know, somebody's conversation and all that, which is a criminal offense. And that's the reason why we should be careful how we deal with situations in our country, because there are some people that it seems like whatever they do is okay. Nobody, you know, they will come out and openly confess and nobody says anything. So this gives a lot of people, the common man will come and do the same thing and then they get locked up and nobody will hear about them again. So that's number one. Number two is this allegation that he is making regarding, you know, that particular procurement of the thallium sulfate, a highly toxic and odorless and colorless heavy metal salt, is often associated with poisoning people. You can't trace it, you can't find out. We cannot dismiss that. We cannot dismiss that. Yes, sometimes even a fool can be the one that can be used to solve a problem. You know, in this particular case, for such information to come out from El-Rufai against another individual who is of the same ethnic background with him, the federal government should not just look away. They need to look into it. Why was it imported for the first place? Where is the storage place? And then give us information, because it is very highly plausible that that information came from the right source. And there must be a reason why they are importing this. And you know, what reason was it? Are they trying to pour this thing into water people will drink and die? Or, you know, and nobody will know the reason why people are dying in masses? So we should never, you know, discard such, you know, just throw away such information. I'm appealing to the government to look into it and make sure that this is actually, that somebody is just lying. When they bring him in, they're going to find out, where did he get the information from? What do you understand about this particular thing? Who imported it? Where is it located? And then maybe they can move forward. But as for the man, he's made himself just not very trustworthy. It's very unfortunate.
All right. First, we're talking about El-Rufai, Malam El-Rufai. Dr. Femi said he has some running mouths there. Well, he has accused also the ONSA of procuring odorless poisonous substance, and also he is being put on a three-count charge that instituted out from the Federal High Court, Abuja, that during a live show in February 13th, he appeared on Aras TV. He made some comments how he wiretapped, phone tapped the NSA Red Bad's phone, and that's a real criminal offense, like you said. So, gentlemen,
it is a. But by the way, Massive Mark, just for one moment. I mean, El Rufai was being accused. He was, somebody asked him a question. Are you just doing this because of politics? El Rufai insisted that his motive is to protect public trust and national security. However, critics argue that this. You lost me? You lost me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Yes.
Okay.
We lost
the man.
Saying something.
No, Femi can hear me.
I think the network. So anyway, that's it. Femi, you have anything to add to that? Nothing.
Yeah. I could hear him. Maybe it was from your end. He was saying that he came in. He was I could hear him clearly. Yeah, he was talking about the fact that El Rufai said he gave out that information to protect the national security. But I don't think he has that. So, George, over to you. He's back. He was saying something.
Okay, so no, what I was saying is this. Simply because he insisted, sometimes it is just this type of people that actually can be used to safeguard life because they have running mouth and they don't know how to keep secrets. So, as a result of that, maybe that is the reason why, should be the reason why the government must look into this. Because you can't just allow it to fly. Or not somebody just say, there is no smoke without fire. Yeah, his motive might be not correct motive to bring that information out, but I don't think we should disregard it. I don't think so. No, we should not.
We shouldn't. Okay, because that's a very strong talk. That substance he's talking about is highly toxic, and it's used for terrible things, But
that substance actually can shred your intestine. It can shred your intestine. When you drink, it can shred your intestine, and there's no way of survival for that individual. That's how strong that thing is.
So why will our security agency be dealing with this? What's their plan? I know there's this plan. There was a plan some time ago to. They've been saying that Nigerian population is growing out of control. There needs to be a measure put into reducing the number of people we're having every year. But our number is still blowing up. Is it that they want to reduce our population through chemicals?
I don't think the national security, if that's gonna happen, it will be national security that will be doing that. Also, I'm not saying that this is true. I'm not saying that it cannot be true. We are dealing with serious insurgency, and we're dealing with people in the bushes. Assuming that the national security is advisor and his office is trying to do that with the support of the American government to deal with the insurgents. This is a kind of useless talk that Malam Murai will come on national television and do. Like George said, these are some of the people who are sympathizers of these insurgents. Maybe this is the reason why he came out to say it on television, because those people would know that what they are doing. So I'm not saying that that's true. It just came to my mind now. It is possible that the government will be doing that with the American support to do this, to deal with the insurgents in the bushes, to deal with them and don't wipe them away in the bushes. Now, this diarrhea running mouth man has come on national television to say it again. These are the people that are sympathizers of it. Look, remember, this man was one of the people that was paying bandits when he was governor. He openly said it was paying.
No, but the thing is, the government was using him. He was the head
he
of
was
that,
doing it. He was doing those who are killing Christians and Muslims in the who are killing in Kaduna State. In Kaduna State, he was paying them. He was paying terrorists in Kaduna State. Fulani men. He said it with his own mouth on national television. That's why I said that this man talks too. When a man talks too much, even the Bible talks about in Proverbs, say that if your man talks too much, you will commit sin.
You begin to lie. Yes, at a point you begin to say things that are not necessary. Okay, our eyes are on that. Viewers, we're talking about the former governor and El Rufai and all the allegations on him. Also, what he has also revealed, the procurement of an odorless poisonous substance. We don't know what that could be for, but our eyes are on that whole story because they can kill people through those things. You know, most agencies do those things, you know. Let's go further. Gentlemen, I want us to, before we move on to this story, I want us to think about what is happening. The world is changing. AI and drone and the aerospace is bringing out a different kind of world. And back in the 80s and the 90s, the people talk about New World Order. Is New World Order playing out in our eyes, in our lifetime, and we don't know, with the AI and the drone and all of these new inventions and new ideas coming from human beings? I'm talking to you two as men that also speak to people on pulpits and men that understand the times and seasons. Let me start with you, George. Are we living the New World Order with that is happening?
You see, what it is like sometimes, you know, we do not pay attention to some of the things, you know, that are, you know, things in the past that has been prophesied over. You know, they go to some of these other people. Anyway, let me just get to the subject. Yes, indeed, we are living in a different time altogether. And there is no question about artificial intelligence, and these robots are bringing a new order. You know, very soon, the warfare that we are fighting, when we send troops into the, you know, the forest to fight, is no longer going to be that. You know, you will see now, before you know it, you see robots carrying guns, you know, wrapped with lots of bullets around them, being controlled from the central place, and they will go and they will start killing people. You see, sometimes when you see some of these science fiction things that come out, you know, we laugh over it, but it's becoming reality in our eyes. Even Trump as a president, let me tell you something, it is all in accumulation of that type of one world government that he's looking for. So now, if you look around the world, you will see only three major nations: Russia, US, and China. These are the three main world nations that are basically, whatever they decide to do, they're going to do it. And, you know, and this is when you try to stop them, if they refuse to stop, there is nothing you can do about it. So you are seeing it coming very slowly, but systematically. One world government and possible one world religion. And then finally, everybody will be under the same system. That's what they're trying to do. And it is coming slowly. It's slow, but it is coming. Very soon, security people, all these big boys that are security men, there will not be any need for them anymore. All you gotta do is have a robot beside you as a security guy, and you know, just tell them what to do, and they go over there and start killing all these people. So the world is changing in our eyes, and it's coming slowly. But you know what? It is not going to slow down because it's going to come real quick. We don't have enough time. Time is so limited these days. Okay. I'm telling you, it is.
Thank you very much, George. Good one. Dr. Femi, Obama was one of those that is also bringing up this issue. That's why I was saying it today. During the weekend, he made some appearance in a TV program where he said, yes, that aliens are also moving around. He said there are extraterrestrial species that are moving, you know. Now, this is Obama, one-time American president. Obviously, he knows there are things he probably encountered as president. So the New World Order is playing out, and many Western nations are also in that whole arrangement, like George said. So what's your take? What's your take on all of this? These are new discussions now.
I think is it's been coming, but the pace was slowed down until recently when new discoveries with artificial intelligence came into full swing, to the extent that sometimes you don't know what you, as I said, what you hear is what you believe. Now, sometimes the things you see, we are not even sure whether we're seeing. Now we're going to say, oh, this is AI, this is AI pictures, these are videos, and you don't even know what you don't know what you want to believe anymore. We have gone past that issue of audiovisual has been impaired, so we don't know what to believe. Now, going further, I think humanity and science is beginning to use that a lot. If you look at the Russian-Ukrainian crisis, before boots were on the ground, there were things flying in the sky, and nobody was manning them, and they were precise.
Yes,
and precise. That's according to what George was saying. Now, that is this now. Look at next 15, 20 years. You will see invisible thing coming in the air. Americans have gone as far as, if they want to target you in your bedroom, they will, the robotic, they will get you. The thing will come from you. It will go past every door and then come to where you are. They've gone past that. Look at how they are taking out the, look how they are taking out the, look at what they are taking out the Hamas. The Israelis were taking out the Hamas leaders.
Yes, it's Israel that has that.
They were hiding in Jordan, in Lebanon. They are hiding everywhere. The thing will come we go and bomb their car in a convoy. The car they are in, they bomb the car they are in on. So that is when even from the air, like Josh said, on the ground, very soon you'll find robotic men. If you look like ordinary men, they will come into the community and begin to wipe out people. You'll be shooting them, they will not die because they are not human. So before you realize that, the only thing you can do is bomb them. So bomb them. But before you get your bomb, you are already wiped out. So, yes.
Dr. Femi.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Do you know that Israel actually have produced humanoids that look like humans, dressed in hijab? You can only see their only face, and they are walking, in many of these their enemy territories, gathering information. They're walking like humans. They're walking like humans. They're being controlled, but because you can't see their faces, you think they are humans, but they're actually gathering intelligence. They are all over, right?
They are in hijab.
Yes, covered, only their faces, and they're gathering information. This is top secret. That is something that they are doing, and I'm sorry that I'm the one to reveal this, but they've been doing it.
It's old. It's long ago. Israel has been doing that. Do you know that there are children? They are building, they are putting together in the lab now, and they will make them to grow to a certain age. I'm talking of millions of them, not just one. Your Scotland Yard is also into some of those secret arrangement. The FBI,
Vatican City is also involved.
Yeah, that's what they say too. But I don't know the Vatican City how to. Okay, so yes, so gentlemen, also during the weekend, connecting what we're saying during the weekend, we had the Munich Security Conference. I don't know if you guys followed that, and the American United States Secretary of State Marco Rubio he came and gave a speech. Now, what the Americans and the Europeans are trying to do is build their alliance stronger and really establish the new world order. So if you listen to the speech of Marco Rubio, wonderful speech he made there in Munich, we call it Munchi, Munich, Germany. He said Washington's destiny is intertwined with the Europeans, and there is no intention of abandoning them. So rather, they are going to create a much stronger relationship to build the new world order. on Saturday. This was the speech. So now that means more things will be coming. What this means is we are going to be seeing new inventions, new technology, because Europeans now have agreed to align tight with America to take control of human endeavors. So this is where we are now. And
this is where we are. Massive Mark. Another thing also that we need to pay attention to is that, you know, in these last days, and we call it the last days because if you look around you, there is no reason why anybody will not believe that it is not the last days. Even non-Christians, they even, you know, saying that. But what you have to understand, there will be frightful sights that are coming. They're going to be, you know, this thing, increase in celestial appearances is increasing already. And a lot of people are. And it's not something that we need to play with because, you know, I believe from my own understanding or Christian belief, actually, that some of these things that has been prophesied, every single one of them is on target. And then we have to be very careful because you're going to start seeing things in the air that sometimes will baffle you. And the only people I'm warning are Catholics. Let them be careful because they might be worshiping, you know, all this. I'm serious. So, I'm warning them to be careful.
Yes, so more crazy things will increase. Killings. Last time we were talking about the killing in Canada. George, you didn't come to give us the update. We missed you that day.
I tried.
That killing of students, families and students and everything, just taking them out. That young man, 17-year-old young man, did that very, very heinous crime. So, gentlemen, that's it. Before we go further, before we wrap up, please, I want you to, we are media people. So when one of our media person is affected, it affects us too. I'm joining Channels TV. I have some friends there to mourn the Bauchi cameraman, the cameraman for Channels TV in Bauchi State. That's him there. He's called Kenny Ben. Kenny Ben died in the line of duty where he was walking with the camera, and he fell and hurt himself, and now he's dead. So, gentlemen, say some words towards this. What do you say?
Special condolences to the family on behalf of SSM, Schengen Story Media. We just want to extend our condolences to the family and pray that God will comfort you. He died prematurely, and that is so sad. It's sad when a young, vibrant black man like this will just die, prematurely like that. So we pray for the family's strength, that the Spirit of God will comfort and strengthen them even in this time, because I'm quite sure that he's married and possibly with children, that God will grant them that grace and the provision and the strength to go through this and come out on top at the end.
Amen. Amen. I want to also lend my condolences to the station and also on behalf of SSM, that God will give them the opportunity to bear the loss, and also to the family of the young man that was killed in South Africa as well by the cab boy, 22-year-old hardworking young man who was about to graduate and just killed by senseless girls just like that. This girl, that's just it's so horrible.
The hate against other nationality in South Africa is increasing. The xenophobia we talk about is more than xenophobia now. Now it's becoming very deadly. They don't want to see some nationality. They don't want to, they feel bitter, angry over their presence in their country for no reason. So we should all talk about. We need to look into this, because the same South Africa was at the verge of in need of help, and people came. All African countries came to support them, help them through the apartheid era. But now they are paying us back with hate. Sad.
Well, you see, some of these things we're calling on the government of these countries to ensure that, when news like this is coming out, let them come out openly and condemn it, and to make sure that the security system in their country, is aware of these things, because you can't just allow people to be, because they're from another country, to be being killed and just and being maltreated. It doesn't speak well of African nations. We go to, I'm in Canada today. I'm well protected like any other Canadian. And then all of a sudden in Africa, we are just being very brutish and very, very barbarian in our ways of approach when it comes to killing other nations, especially friendly allied nations that have helped us in the past. We should, just make sure that the government comes out to condemn this, because that's the only way it will stop. If not, if their silence is complicit. That's what it is. If they are silent and don't say anything about this, then the citizens will continue to do so. And believe me, when Nigerians rise up, they will rise up even in your own country. So they better be careful, because one day they will rise up and then they'll come out and Nigerians, you know how we do. We'll just massacre a village. So let them be careful before we send the Fulani Islamic.
They're not much in Nigeria except those pretty ones that are senators.
I agree with you, but from report, so this is not a xenophobic attack. These guys have been doing it to South Africans as well. They are very good at what they were doing. So it was just unfortunate. This young man, from records from what they say, they have been doing attacking South Africans as well, stealing from them. They call the cabs. They hail the cab and call the cab, attack the driver, take their stuff on it. And this young boy was just unfortunate. They've done it before from records of what's in there. So, yes, I understand it's an xenophobic attack, but from the records and the police report, this is not one. Even the Nigerians in that community said this is not one. These guys have done it to fellow South Africans in attacking them. So I condemn this xenophobic attack. I agree with you, but for this particular one was not really a xenophobic attack. It was just the young boy was just.
South Africans need to be careful. We're calling them out here boldly. They need to really watch how they treat foreigners. Visitors. Yeah. It's crazy. I hear news every day, and we don't do that to them, like George said.
You don't do it to them.
We don't. We won't allow that to be done to them if they're even in Nigeria. I mean,
Nigerians will
having good time with. Osholo is having good time with them, with one of their daughters.
Don't start. Before we go, George, and Mark, please, what about this groundnut buying that we have seen from one of the presidential candidates, pricing the price of groundnut instead of campaigning or going to people to support? And I feel that if this is a presidential candidate, this is very serious. You shouldn't be going about pricing the cost of the bottle of groundnut. If you want to help the groundnut seller, invest in him, in the person, encourage the person, not pricing the cost of groundnut. That is not presidential. That is
I have my views on that. That is very good thing he did for me.
Good.
My opinion. Listen, you just said yours. The judge will say his too. Now, we need to begin to show Nigerians how life works. This attitude of coming out because you're a rich man, you're a prominent person, popular, you come out, pour money, buy everywhere, say everybody take one granule, everybody give the shot everywhere. Those things have to stop. These are things that we've been doing that is taking us. It's not reality. Now, that whole encounter with another woman shows that Obi is a true leader. You know why? Because what he just did there with that woman, yes, what he just did there, no matter how you laugh, what he did there with that woman is humanity. That's real. You know, that's how also you know a person that will come in and manage economy. Because you're not coming there to just 10,000 naira. That's economy.
You know what happened? Solomon was a king in Israel. Solomon was a king in Israel and one of the greatest kings in Israel. But what happened? When his death came, the elders spoke to his son, Rehoboam, if you want to be a servant to these people, make sure that you go down and feel what they feel. Get advice from the elders who knew what actually made your father to be a great king before he started messing up. But what did he do? He went down and started listening to the young people, and then he lost the kingdom. You see, let me tell you something. Politics is for the people, by the people. And what is happening, unless you can come down, like Jesus left heaven to come down to earth, to feel us and feel our pain and become like one of us, you will not be able to be an able leader. What is happening today is them and us. Obi is for the people. He comes down to understand what the people are saying and what the people are feeling. To be in Aso Rock or be anywhere else and look down upon the people will not solve the problem. It will only give you synthetic solutions, not real solutions. So I applaud Obi for what he did, because he's very humanizes everything. Humanizes everything. That granite is something that is bringing sustenance to the family of this person. Believe me, he knew.
No, he did not support.
You don't know what Obi did. You don't know what Obi did. All you need to listen to this now. This is a man who is so humane that he can get down and eat from the plate of a beggar. That is what I'm trying to tell you. I know him personally. I grew up with this man. I grew up with him. I went to the same school with him. So, and I applaud that type of mentality. You see, what is happening tomorrow, what is happening in our politics today is that they are locked up and secured in their own heavenly quarters, but they don't know what is happening with the people that they're ruling.
Of power, it's called division of power. What he needs, if he's going to be realistic in that place, how much is your granite? 10,000. I am investing 50,000 in this business to make it bigger. He did not do that. He was pricing it for 10,000. That is not out.
All you saw was him pricing. You don't know what happened behind the scenes. You don't know what happened afterwards.
We know they spend shishi. Nothing happened.
You don't know what happened. All you saw was that. All you saw was that. And what he's trying to send, he was trying to send a message. He was trying to send a message to the government about the prices of goods and merchandise in Nigeria, that people cannot afford it. It's true. It's true. No, things are very hard. I went to Nigeria and I saw what exactly happened. So, no, if you want to really, to be honest with you, do you want, okay, Dr. Femi, if you want a real human president who will come to Nigeria and bring solid, pure, organic solution, that's what it will be. I'm supporting Tinubu. I'm supporting Tinubu. Remember that I'm supporting Tinubu, but I said...
Did you bring organic government to Anambra State? The answer is no.
He sure did. He sure did. He sure did, and I will applaud him any day. He is one of the very best. Don't forget that half of his time, because he refused to share money and allow people to steal their money. No, listen to this. They took him out for a brief period, stole all the money that he stole, and brought him back, and he still did more than any other governor in Nigeria.
That was why
in Nigeria.
Strike for 13 months. So the doctors who want to steal money. That's why there was doctor strike for 13 months. So the doctors want to steal money too. That was why there was no new school built, because they want to steal money too. Tell me 5 of his commissioners.
Go to Anambra today. There is no road that is not tarred in Anambra.
That is not true.
No major road that is not tarred. He did it so well. Go to the Onisha Bridge today. It's been cleaned. You've not been to Anambra. How would you be able to tell? I'm from there. I'm from there. I'm telling you. So you cannot be in London and tell me what is happening locally in Nigeria, in our own state. Have you been to Onitsha before? Have you been to Onitsha? Have you been to Enugu, Dr. Femi? Have you been to Abagana? You don't. That was then, not now. Go there now and see. He left a legacy.
My brother.
I'm telling you.
Tell us 5 of his commissioners to corroborate this what they have said. 5 of his commissioners. He cannot bring. Where are these commissioners? All these things are just story from the gods. Go story from the gods.
It is not story. This is reality. You see, you're being okay. You're supporting Tinubu. I'm supporting Tinubu. But I'm telling you, I'm telling you the facts. I'm telling you the truth. If you want a Nigerian president who will take Nigeria to that paradise that we have been dreaming about, is Obi. But I'm supporting Tinubu. Obi, that's the guy.
Let's go.
That's it.
The man that lies and no man's business.
That's it. That's it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming all the way from UK, London, to be here tonight. Sir George, I will never back down. Thank you too.
But I tell you, I speak the truth to power.
Yes, yeah.
But we bless our country, Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We pray for our president and our dear First Lady and the whole entire family. And starting from there all the way, all the leaders in the Senate, the leaders in the House of Representatives, the local leaders, we pray for everyone that God will continue to strengthen you, grant you the wisdom and the fortitude to do the right thing. And anybody that refuses and remains corrupt, Lord, may you remove them and replace them with somebody who will obey you, who will care about the people. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen.
Wow. Beautiful. Thank you, George. So that crossed up, viewers, between the lines, today, 16th February 2026. Till we come again on Wednesday when we'll have the African update. Have a beautiful week. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Bye. Peace out.